In a world of fake news, we bring you up-to-the-minute factual inaccuracy and a heavy dose of moral truth. With your hosts, Kyle Mann and Ethan Nicole. This is the Babylon Bee. Fake news you can trust.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Babylon Bee podcast. I'm Kyle Mann.
I'm Ethan Nicole.
And I guess I run the Babylon Bee. I guess that's what I do. And I guess Ethan
You just realized that?
does some like Photoshops for us. All these beautiful,
I'm still not
look
sure
at these
what I
beautiful
do.
works of art behind us. Just beautiful.
It's coming along in this studio. I think this is done now.
Coming along.
Yeah.
Coming along, and
did it.
it has arrived.
It's here.
Ethan also does all our cartoons and beautiful animations, and
I do a lot of stuff.
he's a cool guy, Ethan.
I'm pretty cool. I sing
Cool
songs.
guy.
Yeah. So what happened this week, Kyle? Anything?
I guess it was
We're selling our book like
Thanksgiving,
crazy.
and
If you haven't bought our book yet, it's like almost gone. This morning, there's like 200 copies left.
it will probably be gone by the time this airs, but
Oh, that's true.
just in case it isn't, go to shop.babylonbee.com and check out our book.
Yeah.
It's our best of book. It's
Killing.
beautiful. All these Photoshops are in there. Well, maybe most of them are in there. It's awesome.
Yeah. Most of this stuff's from the book.
And if I can talk up my buddy Ethan,
Please do.
he's got a sale going on. Axe Cop.
Is this
Wait.
my stuff that's good?
No, it's not.
Oh.
You pick your stuff that's good. I filled in. I
Oh, it's
put
an
in your video game.
introduction. Oh, you're right. So I don't have a
You have all this kind of stuff to promote
Okay.
for yourself. AxeBearStore.com.
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 Now, if you go there, I have two simultaneous sales going on.
Ooh.
My bear books are $10 off, which is the lowest price ever done on them. You can get the hardcover that's usually around $50. It's closer to it's like $35.99, and then the soft cover is $10 off. It's like $14.95 right now. So they're both full color, nicely printed books for a lot less than you usually sell them. On Amazon, the soft cover is also on sale for $10 off, so you can do it there if you want just the soft cover. You don't care about anything else. But you can also, if you've ever been curious to try out Axe Cop, I just have a stock of Axe Cop comics and they're trade paperbacks. They're not like little flimsy comics. It's a full
collection.
100-page. Yeah.
You've got a whole throne of them.
And what I will do if you use the code Black Axe Day, Black AXEDAY. Sounds a little bad. It's going till December 11th. If you use that code and you spend more than $20 in my store, and make sure you add the random Axe Cop comic to your order that I draw in. I will draw in the book. You'll get a free Axe. It's a random Axe Cop comic. You can't pick which one, but you get a free Axe Cop comic for free.
A free trade paperback.
Yeah, it's a full trade paperback with the drawing signed on top of your on sale bear book.
You could get Axe Cop 1. You could get...
You're probably going to get 2, 5, or 6 because that's what I have the most of. 2 is my favorite one.
President of the World is
Bad
5,
Guy Earth is 2.
Bad Guy Earth is 2.
5 is Axe Cop Gets Married, and I actually love that one because there's so many inside. The Water Queen in Axe Cop, the woman he marries, is my wife. Like I actually used photographs of her to create the Water Queen. So I had her pose for all of the shots. So that's why she has a different look to her than Axe Cop looks like cartoony than she looks like real. So that's why it's like my little, anyway. All the wedding photos from Axe Cop's wedding are from my actual wedding because I was getting married when we did this. Anyways, that's the whole story. This is the Babylon Bee podcast, not the Axe Cop.
All of them are super cartoony, and then she's just like light shining
beautiful,
down. And
light shining.
You can really tell where Ethan's head was.
It was hilarious in the show because she like releases a tear sparrow and like her tears turn into a sparrow to go bring a message to Axe Cop. And in the show, Jewel, the singer, did the voice of Tear Sparrow. She's like, Tear Sparrow. Like I never thought when I drew that one day Jewel would be singing Tear Sparrow.
And if you don't know, you have Hulu. Axe Cop's on Hulu.
That's true.
And it's a fun watch.
We should start an Axe Cop podcast.
We should, where we talk about Axe Cop. Welcome to
Because the video game's out too.
Let's start again. Welcome to the Axe Cop podcast.
Yeah, where we talk about all things Axe Cop.
But this is the Babylon Bee podcast. We talk about the news and stuff.
Yeah.
So here we go. We did want to wish a happy birthday to Babylon Bee subscriber Matt Tunstall. He's in Wyoming, and he's 40th birthday from his wife Jewel, which I assume is not the same.
Sparrow. That's not
Probably not the same one. But happy birthday, probably our only fan in Wyoming.
Maybe. I don't know Wyoming.
There's not a lot of people in Wyoming.
That's true. It's tumbleweeds and antelope. Dead ones.
Yeah. And they probably don't read the Babylon Bee.
Yeah.
So let's do some stuff that's good.
But now, this week's edition of Stuff That's Good.
What you got, Kyle?
I'm going to recommend something weird because I've run out of like video games and board games I want to talk about.
Oh.
There's, if you have the Battle of the Five Armies, which is the third Hobbit movie and the worst, which the first one was kind of an enjoyable adventure, but I think I like the idea of watching it more than I actually like watching it because I'm like, I just want to watch that first part of the Hobbit trilogy again. And I go watch it, and it's like they do like 20 minutes of backstory before you even get to the Shire. I'm like, this is a kid's book that was like 200 pages. Drives me bananas. But there is a behind-the-scenes feature in there that I recently found out about where Peter Jackson talks about basically how horrible the Hobbit movies are.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fantastic. He's like so honest in this and it's on the DVD that you can buy. I found it on YouTube, and we're going to link it in the show notes. If you search Battle of the Five Armies exhausted Peter Jackson, it'll come up. And it'll probably get taken down because it's probably not supposed to be up there on YouTube. But it's kind of amazing because in most of those behind the scenes are like, this is such a great movie and I love this movie we're making. We're so excited to be making this movie. It's in the third movie and he's just sitting there with his head in his hands.
Oh, I bet.
And he's just like, we don't even have a script for today.
Oh my gosh.
And he basically explains how, he obviously wasn't the one who was originally scheduled to do the movie. They pulled him on the project and they're like, oh yeah, we're filming in 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, oh, he has no storyboards. There's this hilarious part. It's only like 7 minutes long, so I'm talking about it longer than the video actually, as you can just go watch it. But they're filming the battle scenes for Battle of the Five Armies, and he's just telling the people like, just swing your swords at each other. I don't know, and they're just like, and then they just film this for like 2 days. These people swinging. He's like, I don't know where this is gonna fit in, but I guess we can just use this footage somewhere in the battle. And
we'll use it.
If you've ever just been on a deadline as a creative person trying to write and you're like, what? It reminded me of you guys trying to write VeggieTales.
Yeah. It's like a conveyor belt.
But it's fascinating. So if you kind of wonder, if you love Peter Jackson and you're wondering like, why are the Hobbit movies so bad? This is just like, it really shines some light on it. So check it out.
All right. I guess I'm talking because I kind of already talked about XCOP, the game being out. It's on Steam. XCOP.
I don't think we did because we mentioned it on we did a YouTube video where Ethan and I played through XCOP.
Yeah,
but it didn't come out on the podcast because it's just YouTube.
All right,
so we haven't mentioned it.
So there's an XCOP game if you're into old RPG Nintendo games.
Very Final Fantasy-esque.
Final Fantasy, Earthbound, games like that where you fight with like a menu and like little numbers pop up.
Yeah.
You're like a little guy and they talk and read signs. It's like that.
I like that your defining characteristic of JRPGs is you fight in a menu and you read signs.
That's See, I explained this. I grew up on beat 'em ups. I just liked Double Dragon, so I was just always confused by these RPGs. But I know they're huge. That's the most popular games out there. So they made an XCOP one, and it's super detailed, like the amount of things they got from the comics. It's made by this small team of indie game makers. They deserve every dollar that you can spend on this game because I feel bad for them. They spent 3.5 years on it. I think I had underestimated. I had said 2. It's close to 4 years they spent on this game. And they went through every comic. They scoured. They put all these Easter eggs in there. They put all these. There's like if you go to one of the shops, I'm the shopkeeper. Like, there's all these little things in there. It's pretty cool. So, I want to know all the details. So if you find cool stuff, email me.
And we played it on YouTube. So go to our YouTube channel. You can watch me
the first level.
Play it. We may do some more. We may try to keep playing through it.
Yeah, I want to see what happens with Unibaby.
Here's a good review of it on Steam. Retro fun with lemon. If you're an XCOP fan, or you're at least you're not a bad guy, I'm sure you'll love reliving XCOP's exploits. Here's a bad review. This game is not good game.
What? Is that real?
Yeah. This is not good way to get story of XCOP. Just go read XCOP. So that's even good for you, even.
Go read XCOP.
Either one is a win.
I think it's interesting is that Malachi never read comics. He wasn't in comics. That's my little brother's name's Malachi. He's the one who I created XCOP with. He turned our playtimes into comics. But he thought in video games. Video games are his world. That's why XCOP has bombs that only kill the bad guys. Stuff like that. It's video game world stuff. So he would have been way more excited about a video game all along than a comic. So I'm interested to see how he reacts to this game. Actually, I haven't heard if he's tried it yet or not.
I can attest to the fact that it is fun.
It is fun. We played it. You can see right on YouTube us reacting.
Axe Cop on Steam. Check it out.
Please do.
This has been Stuff That's Good.
This news is weird.
Oh, man.
So, did anything weird happen this week?
Sure hope so. Otherwise, this section is going to be really boring.
So, got anything else to talk about?
Ooh, here's one. Kyle's going to love this. More than 150 Santas ride jet skis for a Guinness World Record. Slowly deflating. Do you love that? Like 150 jet skis. Do they rent all these jet skis? Do they all rent Santa costumes to beat this record? Like, that's a lot of coordinating. We were just heard. We interviewed. Was it Mike Lindell? It hasn't aired yet, but he was telling us about all the regulations to get a Guinness record. You have to have all these judges, like per 50 people or something. So they had to have all these judges out there judging the Santa costume was a proper Santa costume. The jet ski was really a jet ski. All this stuff, right?
Yeah, they're checking out the color
for something
of the...
so stupid as to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most Santas on jet skis at once.
One guy's actually wearing maroon, not red. It's like they blow the whistle, you're out.
Yeah, you're out of here. This beard is too short. This is not a Santa beard.
Now, I'd be impressed if they like beat some speed record or something, and they just had like the Santa part is just incidental, that there happened to be 150 of them in Santa uniform. Other than that, I'm on the record as being opposed to Guinness records. And this does not change my mind. Mike Tyson eats ear off Roy Jones Jr. cake ahead of exhibition bout.
This is more like cute news.
Aww.
Silly old Mike Tyson.
Isn't it cute?
Well, because I assume everybody knows that Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear off. Right. Or actually, what most people don't realize is he bit off both his ears.
He said,
if you watch the actual fight, it's either he bit the same ear twice, but I think he bit both. Like he actually bit both ears because he did it twice. That's the crazy thing about that fight. Is he did something that insane, and like they couldn't just end the fight. Like, well, we want to see how this pans out. So he should have been disqualified, but they're like, okay, we'll keep it going. Even though the guy's ears bleeding, and when he did the second time, like, all right, fine, we got to disqualify. You're Mike Tyson.
He's got no more ears to bite off.
He's like pushing to see how far he could go.
Yeah. He said it tastes so much better than Evander's.
No. They are friends now. That was in my RBG song.
Yeah, that's true. In keeping with the holiday spirit, Tyson also calls Jones a turkey. And he gave the leftovers to his dog. This could either be really creepy or kind of cute. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, good job, Mike. I hope you enjoyed the cake.
I made a cake with your ear and I ate it.
I'll eat it.
That's creepy. V. Roy Jones Jr. I don't know. George Clooney has been using Flowbee for years. Flowbee.
We talked about this recently. The vacuum.
It sucks as it cuts.
Sucks as it cuts. It certainly does suck. It was featured on Wayne's World, I think.
George Clooney, I cut my own hair. Been using Flowbee for years. Is this an ad? Like, do you think he got hired by Flowbee to say this?
I've been using Flowbee for years.
Like, I wouldn't do that if I was that rich. I would have somebody do my hair.
Yeah, you could probably have someone come to your house while you're sleeping, do your hair.
You wake up and your hair's done.
You wake up and your hair's cut.
You're showered. You got your clothes on. Everything's ready to go when you wake up. You've eaten breakfast. You've done your taxes.
I mean, the Flowbee is only 4 easy payments of $9.99. So,
did he say that in his interview?
That's what this article says. It's only
I don't trust this. This smells like a rat. Like he hasn't had enough big movie roles lately or something. He's like,
some of these weird news stories, it's just like someone tells a joke and they go make a whole story out of them.
Yeah, like he might have just been joking about it. Anti-gay Hungarian politician.
I think it's mine.
Did you get all that? Oh, you're right. That's your turn. You got a good one.
I save all the good ones for me. Actually, you jumped right in because you wanted to make fun of me with the Guinness.
I wanted to get off the...
You want to read it? Go ahead. Read this one.
Anti-gay Hungarian politician. You got all that stuff. He's anti-gay. He's Hungarian. And he's a politician.
Okay.
And his name is Josef Szezyak.
Good job.
He resigns after being caught attending a 25-man orgy in breach of COVID-19
But who's
rules.
counting?
Yeah.
So
like, dude, you respect COVID-19?
So is it because he resigned because of the orgy, or because they weren't social distancing?
Yeah. But he's anti-gay Hungarian.
He was.
Now, is that difference being anti-gay anything else, or is it just Hungarian
I don't know.
politician? I don't know much about Hungarian politics.
Yeah, are they like very
I don't know.
pro-gay or very anti-gay?
What does it entail to be anti-gay politician?
Hungary's probably a Christian nation. Right wing.
Right wing. So they're anti-gay marriage or something?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not anti-25-man orgy. It's just I don't think they should be getting married. They just don't need to be, starting families.
He was caught breaching Okay, so he's a member of European Parliament. He was in Belgium, and he breached their strict lockdown rules to attend this gathering.
Okay.
Police found him and 25 naked men at the gathering.
And he jumped out the window, right? Is that what you guys are saying?
He was caught climbing out a first-floor window and spotted fleeing along the gutter.
Was he naked at this fall fleeing out the window?
I don't know. It said they found 25 naked men. I don't know if he's included in those
You assume
naked men.
he might have been there doing vigilante work as an anti-gay politician. He was actually in the middle of Batman fights 25 guys.
Yeah.
And he keeps circling around. He's just taking them out.
Whatcha? Yeah. Two at once.
Yeah. And then knocks their heads together.
Swings them around by the ponytails. Big whirlwind. Where he's falling over like dominoes.
Mm-hmm. He's that's great. Throwing. Was this the girl who played Dorothy in Wizard of Oz? I forgot.
You're making us look stupid.
I can't remember. That's so bad. He said an obvious name.
Shirley Temple.
No. Throwing her CDs at them. That's too late. The joke's gone.
Wizard of Oz.
Judy Garland CDs. Throwing Judy Garland CDs at them like ninja stars.
It's over.
It's over.
Moment's gone.
Way gone.
We're smart. Next one. Eel bursts out of flying heron's stomach, alien style.
Heron. You say heron? Heron?
How do you say it?
Heron.
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 Is that you say heron?
I've never heard the word heron pronounced before.
It's a common bird.
It's a common word. When's the last time you heard anybody pronounce that word?
Wasn't that bird that was over by our pond where we used to have our office a heron?
I just call them pelicans.
A pelican has the giant chin thing that can carry babies.
Oh, maybe I called them flamingos.
No, flamingo is like a pink S.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, how many times have you ever heard
those are very distinct birds.
I'm just saying, when's the last time you said, oh, look.
Heron.
There's a heron.
Recently. At our office. Yeah, I think that's a heron. It's beautiful.
I've never heard you say that.
Heron. It's not like a cult leader from the future.
Well, you would be reading this one.
What I love
if you hadn't stolen my gay orgy headline.
I picked this one. I did steal your gay orgy headline. Thank you. But what I like about this is that mankind had no part in the insanity of this situation. This is all a God thing.
A God thing.
A heron is flying through the sky. An eel bursts from its chest. And God's like, yeah, that's me. I did that.
The heron had apparently swallowed the serpent whole.
Unless herons can go breach God's will. Can they? I don't know. I don't know how it works. So the eel's just like, nope, I'm not getting eaten today. Not today, Heron.
Photographer Sam Davis told Live Science this week he thought at first the eel had bitten the bird and climbed on.
Oh, is there a picture?
But he blew up the photos and saw an entirely different scenario. I could see the eel. You could see its eyes. Oh, holy he said. It was coming out the other end.
That heron looks like, it's still flying. There's a giant eel hanging out of its chest, and its eyes look dead.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like, ah. That's a bad day for a heron.
The heron is now hair gone.
It's kind of heronic. Stupid. That's the joke I say, and I hope nobody laughs at that. I don't want to be encouraged to make that bad of a joke.
And then Patrick just kills himself laughing. Oh my gosh! The funniest thing I've ever heard.
Well, we need to stop giving him meth before the show.
It's true. Stories of the week?
Stories of the week.
Every week, there are stories are some of them.
What was the other animal I pronounced wrong on the show? There was one like...
My wife punched me once for protecting her pronunciation of a dinosaur.
Lemurs.
You said lemurs. You're trying to be fancy.
I say
bagel?
Bagel.
Bagel?
Bagel.
Wow.
It's not bagel, it's bagel. Do you know why?
That sounds like a Jim Henson character or something.
Bagel. Bagel Ruck. Mm-hmm. All right, here's the stories of the week from the Babylon Bee.
Let's do it.
Biden's transition team has announced they will be appointing an all-female communications team.
Yay. Matriarchy win. Is that how you say that? I don't know, though.
According to sources, the team will not tell the nation what's wrong. Since you guys should already know.
Yeah, the nation should already be well aware.
They'll just say, everything's fine.
And then glare at you.
Imagine the press conference that come up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything's fine. Is there anything wrong? Should we be worried about anything? I said it's fine.
Where do you want to eat tonight? Wherever. Wherever.
Never mind. But you know what's funny? I think Trump already has like an all-female communication, or like at least
he doesn't get any credit for any of the females.
I know they don't count.
Well, if he hires females, it's because he's a creepy old weirdo. But if Biden somehow, if he hires and he announces, "I'm hiring all females," like there's nothing suspect about that.
Yeah,
Biden. Like,
I'm proud of the Babylon Bee for not telling that joke.
Yeah,
because that's the obvious.
That's the obvious joke. He's just walking. They're all on the line. He's just in, out, in.
I said women with herbal essences.
Yeah. He's like, if you use that Australian shampoo with the kangaroo picture on it, just leave now. I hate that stuff. Is that called?
What is that called? Aussie.
Foster's.
No,
Foster's shampoo.
That's the beer. Fructis?
Fructis?
No, there's like one that has a kangaroo on it. I think it's just called Aussie, right?
Or am I thinking of the wine? Isn't there a wine with a kangaroo on it? Everything has a kangaroo on it.
I wouldn't know. Shampoo Aussie shampoos.
It's called Aussie?
Yeah.
Well, I almost said that weird.
It's called Aussie.
Called Assy?
Called Heron. I tweeted out this joke before we actually.
Oh yeah, that's funny. You tweeted as you.
I just tweeted a joke and it did well. So I was like, oh, let's turn it into a Babylon Bee article. And people were like mad at me for copying the Babylon Bee.
Yeah, guy like, oh, maybe you could let the Babylon Bee know you're stealing their jokes.
And then I had a bunch of people replying saying, I love the sexism.
I love the sexism. Like they genuinely?
Like they're mad. Like sarcastic, such sexism.
I like when you make a joke like that and you get literal like activist chauvinist type guys who are like, yeah, women suck, man.
It's just a lighthearted joke.
Idiots.
Lighthearted joke.
Yeah, man. High five.
Yeah, sometimes you attract the worst people.
Yeah, it's the best of us. Yeah, this is like one of those things where there's a lot of crossover between being like a male feminist and being like a total creep.
Like they would both do the exact same thing.
They both do the same thing. Like, I'm going to hire all females to work under me. I will be at the top of all of them. They will all do as I say.
So the male feminist is like, I'll hire all females.
I will give them all jobs.
Yeah. They'll just give all jobs and they're all females. And then the creep is like, I'm going to hire all females. They're all give them all jobs.
Be super hot.
Oh yeah. So the exact
same outcome. Yep.
Exact same things, just slightly different tone.
Yeah. Possibly the same goals.
Fantastic.
One's more passive.
Well, good job, Joe Biden. We thank you for putting women in these positions.
Yes. Good job.
That they passed your smell test and made it on the team. Yep.
You have a nose for talent.
Yeah. I got nothing else.
Nothing else?
Let's see.
You have the real whiff of success.
Yeah. Sniffing, success. Sniff, smell. I'm just playing word association now.
Yeah. Women are your cocaine.
Scent of... I don't know. I got nothing.
All right.
I can't be funny all the time.
You can't be funny on the spot. All right. The next story. Staffers have revealed that Biden, we're back on Biden here, was the victim of yet another tragic accident. after his arm fell completely off as he attempted to open up a jar of peanut butter. So how's that physically happen?
Sad.
So he's like, and then there's like a, and all of a sudden his elbow's over there.
I'm trying to picture it because you're putting the tension on it, right?
Yeah.
Like you're torquing it.
You're twerking it?
Torquing.
You pronounce that
Twerking.
You pronounce that like
You're torquing it.
Torquing.
Heron.
Twerking.
You're,
Does that get bleeped? Does twerking get bleeped on this show?
maybe, but I'm not saying twerking. I'm saying torquing. I'm not saying twerking. I'm saying torquing.
Twerking. I don't know where you get accents from. You're from Southern California. That's
right
a weird
here,
thing
bro.
to me. Yeah.
I'm just from here, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, so I'm
twerking
picturing twerking it.
Yeah. Everybody
And-
wants to be the pickle hero.
And there's like 300 foot-pounds of torque on his shoulder.
Torque.
And then it just pops right along the shoulder seam.
Oh, the shoulder. I was thinking elbow.
So then it's like, and then it just,
It's just spinning. Oh, yeah, because there's all that tight.
because there's all the torque.
It's torquey.
Wait, I didn't read the copy on this. Let's see.
Okay, I haven't read it either. Let's discover it together. I want to hold my
If
hand.
you had written this story, you would have been very descriptive about how it happened.
Yeah, the arm would have been like a fire hose of blood just spraying around the room.
Yeah. I think Joel wrote the copy here. Nothing. It's just, his arm just fell off.
Huh.
His arm was just lying on the floor.
Fired.
Yeah. But Biden really did get injured, didn't he? Chasing his dog or something?
Playing with his dog. Was he really chasing it?
I don't know. Playing with his dog.
I just can't imagine being as old and kind of like frail as. I guess maybe he was trying to, where the camera's watching or something. Or was he alone in the yard playing with his dog? They come out like,
sad.
what are you doing out here? I was playing with the dog and I snapped my ankle.
How'd you get out?
Yeah, I chased the dog. The dog stole my teeth. The dog's running around with human teeth. I'm like, get him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something. The dog steals the human teeth. I think that's something.
Because you know that he that it's quite possible that he wasn't actually playing with the dog. He was like in the same area as the dog.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they just found him on the ground and they're like, okay, what's the story, guys?
That's true. They had to work on it.
Playing
for
with the
him.
dog.
Yeah, he was trying to sniff the hair of a woman who was walking a little too fast.
And he goes, with his nose just.
Or she stops, abruptly. But he hurt his foot.
Yeah, I heard his hairline fracture on the foot.
Hairline fracture.
I think. Yeah, hairline fracture on the foot.
Okay.
So what are the odds that he survives until Inauguration Day? Are we putting odds down? 50-50
I think he survives.
to Inauguration
But
Day?
I think he becomes like, he will very soon, I think, become like, everybody has that parent, the grandparent, who just kind of sits in the corner now and you feed him applesauce every now and then.
He's already that.
Yeah, that's what he's going to be. Like you have to like smear. It's just like, the other end of life where it's the same thing as like you're using a spoon with like rubber on it to not have any sharp, Just have to be, he eats
They're cutting his hair with safety scissors. Yeah, just make sure that nothing happens to him.
adult diapers.
Frank wrote this article today that Trump plans to upstage the Biden inauguration by jumping the Grand Canyon in a rocket car. And that just, to me, that encapsulates what the next 4 years are going to be.
Yeah.
Like Biden, as long as he survives or whatever, he'll be in office and he'll just be saying stuff like, oh, here's the new initiative we're going to do.
Yeah.
And nobody pays him any attention.
Well, the media will always be like, it worked so well. It was amazing.
Most people just don't pay him any attention because Trump is much more interesting.
Yeah.
And he'll be out there having rallies. And
He's going to be rallying for 4 years. We'll get it back. It was stolen. Oh, man. It'll never end. Third story?
let's do it. Frank had said that he had done the his funniest joke ever in this story about Trump jumping the Grand Canyon.
Oh, really?
But I don't know what it was. He just said, my funniest joke ever is in there, and I never got a chance to ask him.
Oh, I thought it was his calculator watch one.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him what it was. Okay, story number 3. In a surprise result from a national survey of favorite foods, the winner with 80 million votes, blowing away the previous record of 69 million votes, was a lukewarm bowl of porridge. Projected winner, just bowl of porridge, cooling off. Mm-hmm. The soggy bowl of chopped grains has apparently exploded in popularity around the country and is now handily the most beloved food ever.
What's further, if you don't like this lukewarm bowl of porridge, you are absolutely a homophobe and a racist.
It's true.
Right?
It's true. How could you not like the bowl of porridge? It's just there.
Right.
So some people think that the porridge is actually really popular, but the more likely thing is that the other option on the survey was deep fried bacon wrapped Twinkies.
How could that not win?
Which a lot of people really love, but then a lot of people really hate.
Oh, okay.
So really it's divisive. Just like it's divisive.
Gotcha.
The hated food.
Would this really happen? I still think the bacon wrapped Twinkie would. Because I think that there's, unlike if the analogy is that Trump is the bacon wrapped Twinkie, a lot of people will lie on a survey and say that they don't like Trump, then they'll vote for him.
True.
The opposite with the Twinkie. They'll be like, oh, yeah, man, I love bacon wrapped stuff and Twinkies. And yeah, but then everyone will be like, I don't really want to get all sick right now. Did I destroy the story?
No.
You look concerned.
No, because we were trying to come up with what the best analogy for Trump was. Maybe that isn't the best. Deep fried bacon wrapped Twinkie.
Or if it's something that,
but it's maybe something like people are really passionate about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a pineapple pizza situation where half the people are like, yeah,
like divisive, yeah.
But then the other half would actually go out to vote for the bowl of porridge just to defeat the pineapple pizza, even though they don't like the porridge either.
Yeah.
But the porridge is just bland.
Yeah. That's the main thing about porridge. Porridge is made for British people to say. It's not good English. Or porridge. Like English, but like, the way we talk. Whatever you call our accent. Porridge. It's way better for that.
Normal accent.
Porridge.
So what is porridge? Is it just oatmeal?
Like oatmeal, basically. Because they have it everywhere. When I went to the UK, like at all the hotels, the breakfast bar, porridge. They have all the stuff you can put in it.
It's a food commonly eaten as a breakfast cereal dish made by boiling ground, crushed, or chopped starchy plants like grain in water or milk. So I guess it's not. I guess oatmeal.
It's not oats, but yeah.
Oatmeal is oats and porridge is like grains. This is the podcast that gives you all the details on what porridge is.
On the cutting edge of information.
So do you think the 80 million votes for porridge, Joe Porridge, was legit?
Oh, wait, is that what we're talking? Is that you think it's fraud? Mm-hmm. Is this a fraud joke?
That's not a joke. I'm just asking if you really think did Biden really get 80 million votes? Yeah,
I guess that's true. In this situation, I'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How did the porridge get the most votes in American history?
In history. Like they take the survey every 4
More
years.
Than, what would the food be that was Obama? I'm afraid everything I say will be racist.
Oh, man.
Right? You can't say anything chocolate. That's immediately racist.
He's probably a health food.
He can't be. Anything I say, I can't say it. Like a granola bar. I don't know.
Like a granola, maybe.
But no, because it got to even work something cool. What's a cool food that's healthy?
Doritos Locos Tacos.
Kombucha?
Oh, kombucha.
Kale.
Kale smoothie?
Maybe like a Jamba Juice smoothie or something.
Yeah, Jamba Juice. Or is it like a Starbucks?
I love Jamba Juice.
Cold brew, nitro. I don't know.
With milk in it, so it's a light color.
Yeah. No, you can't do anything. You can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. You compared him to a dark beverage. And
I said, no,
he's got milk.
No coffee. Just take the coffee out. You give me a strawberry frappuccino.
Okay.
That's too gay sounding. I don't know, too pink.
I could see it. But
mango.
Yeah, whatever he is. He's a mango smoothie from McDonald's or something. And then... What?
I really want to dissect this and find the perfect food that is Barack Obama.
No, we should have done this before the podcast.
Yeah.
But he's like, so he's just something that you're like, okay, I get why people voted. Because it'd be like historic. The mango smoothie, it won.
Like a Barack bagel. I don't know. Yeah, we need a lot more time to think about this.
But whatever he is, he's just good food. But say mango smoothie.
Yeah.
And then like 4 years later, you're like, bowl of porridge got 10 million more votes than he did.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
But I get people, maybe we were underestimating how much
he's like a Krispy Kreme. Like there's people lining up for him.
Yeah.
In his time.
Krispy Kreme, okay. We'll go Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
He's a Krispy Kreme donut.
Right. He's light, sugary, addicting.
I don't know. Nothing else. All right, let's do our topic of the week. Enough politics.
Yeah.
Let's do our topic of the week, which is non-political. Woo!
Let's be angry.
And now, the Babylon Bees topic
Nice
of
water.
the week.
Well, everyone, it's that time. Christmas.
It's the most Wonderful time of the year. You like that song?
No, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't like it. But we're going to talk about Christmas songs we hate.
In the spirit of the holidays.
In the spirit of the holidays, we're going to be...
Let's talk about stuff that's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I love Christmas. Do you love Christmas, Kyle?
I do love Christmas time. I absolutely do.
So we're just saying that these songs we could do without them, or they should die. Some of them I do think should burn a fiery death. Mm-hmm. Or die in a burning fiery death. I don't know if I said that
Go
right.
back in time, kill the songwriter. Would you do it?
Depending on the songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could decide on each one.
We could decide on each one. Also, when do you start listening to Christmas music?
When do I start?
Yeah.
Around now. We just put our tree up yesterday.
Okay. We're right about like Thanksgiving or beginning of December. Christmas music, decorations.
My wife turned on this Christmas music from Spotify, and it like literally every song that played were songs that we listed on this list in preparation for this part.
You cannot say like play Christmas music. It's always horrible music.
It's always the worst.
Yeah.
They pick these like really bad. I think it's the thing is we like, because there's a genuineness to Christmas.
Yeah.
And a lot of the old songs are genuine, and there's like post commercialized Christmas,
it's like,
and all the songs that realize, oh, this is big. There's big money in Christmas songs.
It was like post like 1940s, 1950s or something. It just turned into like, I'm going to write this big pop Christmas song.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Right.
And I think some of the Christmas songs we like the Christmas hymns, aren't necessarily Christmas hymns.
They're just hymns.
They're hymns, and they happen to mention the incarnation, or
Yeah.
So anyway, let's do this. Worst Christmas songs of all time. First one.
Okay, these are in no particular order.
No particular
correct?
order, but let's just alternate, and here we go.
Mary, did you know?
Why, yes. Yes, I did.
So this is the ultimate mansplaining Christmas carol.
Mark Laurie going
Mark
on.
Laurie walking up to Mary, she's just sitting there humbly, 14 years old or whatever. She's obviously stupid because she's a teenager.
He pops out of the hay.
Yeah.
Mary, did you know
that your baby boy? It has that. My experience of this song that every year most churches I've gone to, it's actually usually a woman singing it, but sometimes a man. But they're always the one who sings with the karaoke track. That's a little bit off, like a little bit warbly because it's a cassette tape. It's like all those like Bonnie Tyler type song,
Yeah.
And then they sing it like, did you know that your baby boy? And we just have to sit and wait through it, And the only person clapping real hard is their husband. Go, honey.
Woo, woo. Yeah. She hits the high note and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you get the guy that does that. Yeah.
They always call it special music.
Yeah.
Let us listen to the special music. And that's code for you're not supposed to sing along.
But the overhead turns off and you're like, oh, it's a song, but we don't get to
we're not singing
participate.
Along. Yeah. I'm going to sing at you.
So it's going to be like a real concert, but like not nearly at all as good at all. Not anywhere near.
All right, here's another one.
This is the most obvious, right?
The Christmas Shoes.
Which I don't think I've ever heard the whole thing. I've had so many warnings to hate it that I will hate it that I haven't ever.
It's like those country songs that tell a story throughout where it starts out like the boy was going into the shop and his mom was dying of cancer. It's just so like on the nose and obvious, like trying to get you to cry.
Does it make you cry? The first time you heard it?
It's so obvious it doesn't. No, there's no punch to it.
Because I do like a good sappy country song that makes you cry.
Like what?
Well, my experience with this is when I was moving from Oregon to California, it hadn't really dawned on me that like I was leaving the state and I had been living with my brother, and like so I said goodbye to my brother and everything, got in the car, I was getting ready to move, leave I had forgotten something. So we're adults. I'm like 25. He's like 6 years younger than me, so he's like 19 or 20 or whatever. And I walk in to pick up the last thing I forgot, my wallet or something, and my brother's weeping. It didn't dawn on me that my brother would like be so heartbroken that I was leaving. And it wasn't that I wasn't heartbroken. It hadn't hit me yet. It hit him before it hit me. But I, trying to be the big brother, I just hugged him and said, it's okay, brother, everything's good. So I got in the car, and the first song that came on in my car randomly, I've never heard the song before, but it was Randy Travis, 3 Wooden Crosses. And it's a super sappy song where there's like a hooker and a preacher and another guy. They're all riding in a bus together. And the car, there's a huge car wreck. And at the end, there's a preacher telling a story about the 3 wooden crosses in the highway. So it means of the 4 people, 1 person survived, and everybody thinks it's the preacher because he's telling the story. And then you realize he's holding that blood-stained Bible up that his mama gave to him because she was the hooker in the car who like got converted, you know. So when that came on the song, I just started bawling. But I was like ready to bawl for anything. So when that came on, sorry, that was a huge aside. That was the Ethan story.
Story time.
I'm tearing up right now talking about it. And
he's never boring and he's never dull. It's story time with Ethan Nicole. I know you really are.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about my brother crying. I'm not thinking about the song.
But it's
a good song.
That's the kind of song I'm making fun of.
Yeah.
That Ethan's now crying about. So maybe the Christmas shoes is a good song. I don't know.
Maybe.
But anyway, the kid wants to buy shoes for his mom because she's dying. And he like goes.
Shoes cure cancer in this world.
He wanted his mom to wear pretty shoes when she saw Jesus for the first time.
Okay.
And then like he doesn't have enough money.
So he has horrible theology.
And the shopkeeper's like, you can't have the shoes at $30, bro. You know. $30, bro. And I think finally someone gives him money. And he buys. What do you think this is? A charity?
Okay, next song is Last Christmas. Was that one? Last Christmas, I gave you my heart,
but the very next day, you gave it away.
I hate that part. I know that I hate that part. I can't really put my finger on why.
To save me.
I think part of it is that doesn't rhyme right. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, gave it away. You rhymed with day. What, you abandoned the line before it.
Yeah.
I think that's what I hate about it, mostly.
Maybe they couldn't think of a rhyme for heart.
And how do you give it away?
Well, and the funny thing is they say that...
Like you tear it out of somebody's anus. You don't give away a heart. Like, you don't give my heart away. How's that work? Like you stomp on it and burn it.
I think the thing that bugs me about the song is not the mechanics of giving your heart away, but rather the fact that this guy's like, last Christmas I gave you my heart, and then you broke my heart. This year I'm going to give it to someone special. But did he not think that person was special?
And he's that much of a psychopath that he's still talking about it a year later.
Yeah.
He's writing a song to the other girl.
He's like with someone else.
I'm so over you. I'm going to write a song about it a year later.
Didn't he think that person was special at the time? Isn't that the whole thing of the perception? Do you think they're special?
And he's like, his current girlfriend. He's like, I wrote us a song. Well, it's really about my ex-girlfriend, but it's about how much I love you.
You sit on the couch, and I'm going to play it for you right now. And then the other thing that bugs me...
When I say you in the song, I mean her, but it's about us.
The other thing that bugs me is it's not a Christmas song. It just happens to be set during Christmas.
Last Christmas. But wait, isn't that what Die Hard is?
We'll talk about that some other time.
Okay.
Sensitive subject.
All right, Wonderful Christmas Time. This feels like... This is Beatles, right?
Yeah, it's... is it McCartney?
Oh, McCartnney. A Wonderful Christmas Time. This feels like, Target... It was like, we have a huge budget for you, Paul McCartney. Write us a Christmas song. He's like, oh, right, whatever. I'll write it. And then just the most bland, dumb Christmas song.
Yeah, it's just something they wanted something to play when you go into Sears.
What's that? I don't think we have this one on here, but there's also that the one about the whole world. Do they know it's Christmas? About
I almost put that on here. Did I not put it on here?
I don't think it's on here.
That was like the one that they did for charity.
I was on the fence because I couldn't remember it, and then I heard it on that playlist last night. My wife was playing. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is horrible."
Do they know it's Christmas?
Yeah, I can't remember how it goes, but it's so pandering, like just dumb. Like, are you kidding me?
So sappy.
And all these cuts to all these different celebrities singing. Do they even know it's Christmas?
So in this Wonderful Christmas Time song, there's another funny lyric. It says, "The choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long." And then it goes, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So what did they practice all year long? Like they're like, ding
That
dong.
sounds like a racist thing about like a Chinese choir. I'm sorry.
Ethan. Is
that all we got to say on that one?
Is it my turn? Your turn? I don't know. Little Drummer Boy.
I put this on.
Yeah.
Because rum pum 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 is not a word and it's stupid to say it.
And it doesn't...
I despise that word.
And that's not what a drum sounds like.
Exactly. And you have to say it so many times in the song. Like every few seconds you're saying rum pum 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 pum. and people act like it's a meaningful lyric.
Really feels like they were padding it out.
Yeah, you have to be like really passionate. Rum pum pum pum.
Yeah, because the big crescendos are like doing that. Rum pum pum pum.
Yeah.
Rum pum pum.
Yeah, it feels like we're all being pranked. Yeah. You're seeing like a big actors in a really bad movie, and they have to do like a crying scene, and like it's the stupidest situation ever. That's I feel like when we're singing Little Drummer Boy and acting like it's this impassioned like song to Jesus, but we're singing the dumbest word on earth. Rum pum pum pum.
Well, then it's like supposed to be like historical, like this, like they put it's like historical fiction, I guess, because there's a kid that's playing his drum for Jesus.
Yeah, if some kid walked up with drums around my baby the day I was born,
what are you doing?
I would kick him out of there so fast.
I tell you what, I'll be throwing you out the window.
And what did Jesus like wink at him or something in the story? I can't remember what the
Jesus.
what was the story.
I don't know.
Then I bowed to him.
He smiled at me.
He smiled at me. That's it. Yeah, so he winked basically. He smiled at me. So like he's hitting the drums and everyone else is like, "Come on!" Shh. And then freaking
newborn,
out the animals.
How
the
freaky would it be if a
bucking.
newborn smiles at you? Like,
Yeah, newborns. Yeah, and they don't know what they're doing. Like my
just said gas.
Yeah, farting.
I played my. Then he smiled. Yeah, then he smiled at me.
Is that the ending? He smiled at me.
Well, then it goes on and on about my drum. Me and my drum.
Me and my
Me and my drum. Me and my drum. Me and my drum. Me and my drum.
So the kid's a psychopath. He thinks his drum has a soul.
Me and my drum.
Jesus smiled at me. The baby is smiling.
Maybe it's a new dimension where the kid's actually psychotic and he never actually went to the manger. Pictured all this in his head.
All right, next.
Wait, let me do the next one because I want you to take the next one.
Okay.
Baby, it's cold outside. This is a complicated one for us.
Yeah, because we want to like it because we can't. Because all the woke people hate it.
We want.
Because they say it's rapey.
We dislike it, but we need to be clear. We dislike it for a different reason.
Yeah.
Because we're okay.
We're okay with rapey. That's not what I mean.
I like how with Ethan and my comedic style, it's like I go up to the line and I'm like, oh, we can't tell that joke. And he just goes, Geronimo!
Well, I know that you'll censor it if you're on okay. Like,
it's true.
Ultimately, the authority.
Just put it on me. But yeah, it's just kind of that sappy pop. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it's that era.
Once again, it's the era once they've realized that Christmas is super commercialized. They're doing all these Christmas albums. All the big stars are doing them. And these ones especially, I hate these ones where they do all these, like, it feels like every single line they could like look at the camera and be like, wasn't that funny? Aren't I a kidder? Like, it just drives me crazy. That
I'll take your hands. They're cold as ice. They like wink at you. And again, not a Christmas song, a winter song, right? It's set in winter. Is there anything about Christmas in this song? I
winter.
think not.
That's all you need is snow, and you're good. That's a Christmas movie.
That's what
a Christmas song. Captain America: Winter Soldier, Christmas movie. I have a broad.
Oh, I thought you Googled it.
No, I was Googling the lyrics, and then I got sidetracked. I tried Googling the lyrics. Oh, yeah, I really can't stay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because all the man's lyrics are in parentheses, so they're all the little LOLs.
Gosh, your lips are delicious.
Yeah. There's bound to be talk tomorrow. Think of my lifelong sorrow. So stupid.
I like that she's just talking.
At least there will be plenty implied if you caught pneumonia and died.
I like the idea that she's just saying this stuff, and he keeps rhyming with every line, and she doesn't know that they're trying to sing a duet.
Yeah.
He's like, what if you died? That rhymes with what you just said.
That's true. Probably if this is like real, that like the way men and women really are, like she never picked up on him hitting on her the whole time. Yeah. She just left like, well, he's nice.
She's like, I told her how I felt.
She's married.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this was your pick, and I'm interested because I didn't hate this one.
This one I just find myself getting annoyed at every time I sing it. We Three Kings. Fine. Three wise men. Who really cares about them? I mean, we care about Jesus. They're just some guys. They brought stuff to Jesus. Big whoop. So it's already not an exciting topic.
It's pretty cool.
The angel's cool. It could have been three anything.
But from a historical perspective, it's pretty cool. You have these three magi from the east that show up, and
I probably just don't get why.
I'm just putting some distance between me and you in case a lightning bolt comes.
I just mean as far as it being interesting, like Noah on the ark's interesting.
Okay, but if you look at all the historical events that have ever occurred,
well, yeah,
it's like top 1% interesting.
Yeah, they find the baby. That's cool.
But it's Jesus.
Yeah, it's Jesus. They find the Jesus baby. Okay, anyway, even if it's an interesting topic, it's a dumb song. And my main thing is that I hate about it is that it's like, it's already, the melody's already lame. And so I'm imagining the writing session where they're sitting around like, hey, we should write a song about the three kings. The Christmas season needs a three kings song. All right, let's do it. And like, we three kings of Orient are. And so they get through that part, like, that was pretty good. And like, then they come with a second, they're like, well, I have a different song, but I don't know how to connect them. Like, how do we put these two songs together? She's like, I know. We just do this part where it goes, oh, God of wonder, God. And that's it. And they just like stop the song. Everybody goes, oh. And then when they want to go back to that part, oh. I think that's dumb.
Odd specific complaint.
Yeah. Like, everybody goes, oh.
So I have a funny story about this song. When I was at it was at one of my churches in San Diego. Mm-hmm. They approached me like right before the Christmas service, and the pastor was like, "Oh, every year it's a tradition. We sing "We Three Kings" with three of the pastors, and we put on the outfits and we sing the whole song."
Balthazar.
We're doing that at the end of the service. So
when you know all the names,
he's like, "You're gonna come in and." Well, the names aren't real. They're just traditional.
How dare you? I played Balthazar in a Christmas place. That's why I think I'm acting like a theologian when I say that.
You're going to correct my bird pronunciation. I'm going to correct your Bible stuff.
Balthazar. Shadrach, Meshach, and Balthazar.
So anyway, they pull me up on stage and like hand me sheet music and put a robe on me. And then we all like put our arms around each other and swing back and forth and go.
Oh, so you were one of the kings?
Yeah, I had to be one of the kings.
Were you Balthazar? Sorry.
And it was just brutal.
Oh, that's it?
It was just brutal. Well, it's
your
just
pants didn't fall down or anything?
There's just a congregation of like 50.
Yeah, it's small.
A small church kind of spread out in this big building. And then you just had like very cringy.
Did you take turns doing verses or anything? Or going to a rap?
Probably. And then, oh, star of wonder, star. And they wanted to.
So monotonous.
You got to emphasize the swaying. We got to sway back and forth.
Like, hey, we got a melody for a song. How about this? Rah, 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 rah. All right, it's good. Let's do that. Next song. Oh, I hate this one too.
Anything by Chris Tomlin.
Yeah. Does he have any good one? It's any altered Christmas song. That's Christmas my main thing. His Joy to the World.
Joy. Unspeakable joy. It's rising in my soul.
The blood is boiling in my heart.
It never lets me go. I see the value in adding a chorus in some sense in that you can broaden the audience for
to stupid people.
To stupid people. But the fact that the chorus adds nothing of value lyrically.
Nothing.
Like you're already singing these rich things about joy to the world. Yeah. The Lord has come, and you're like, "Wow, this is great." And then he goes, "Joy."
Doesn't joy feel good?
Unspeakable joy.
Yeah.
You know what it's doing? It's rising in my soul, and it never lets me go.
It makes it all about me again. Yeah, that's what all the worship songs do. Yeah. Every time because it sucks. It's like the best part of the song. Like we get all of a sudden they hit that part, and it just ruins the moment. Like I look around the church when they sing that. Most everybody just stops singing. Like, this isn't the joy of the world. It would be like, that's the thing that drives me crazy about like Christian artists or like culturally. Like if you did that to like a precious secular song, like you'd be like flogged in the streets. Like you take like, what's like a precious secular song?
Yeah,
like,
you take Bohemian Rhapsody and you add a chorus.
And you add a chorus and you act like this is the new Bohemian Rhapsody that everyone's going to love.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, you just be ridiculed.
And you never stop believing.
Not one time, not one time.
And you never stop believing.
Believing like a flood rushing over me.
You make all the royalties.
Yeah.
Now we need to record our version of Don't Stop Believing.
Well, you heard my idea for a Christmas carol is like you sing it like basically like "O Come All You Faithful," but all the lyrics are like, "Please, please, Chris Tomlin, leave this song alone. It's fine just the way that it was written long ago. Please, no bridges, just write something original."
Oh, please leave me alone. Oh, please leave me.
Do not hurt me. What did I do to you, Chris Tomlin, you psychopath?
What else we got?
Santa baby.
Now, you said you didn't mind this one.
I don't mind this as much. It's kind of like fine if you want your cute Madonna. Is it Madonna?
I don't think she
covered it.
I don't think originally.
I thought it was no Marilyn Monroe, right?
I doubt even she wrote it.
Or no, is this
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt? Okay, I would never got that. I was thinking of
But yeah, there's always the one that's
I was thinking
popular.
of Brenda Lee, but she does the rocking around the Christmas tree.
Most of these Christmas songs that are popularized by someone are written like way before by someone else. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. We had a funny story about this. Because
I always thought
Ethan mentions it and he goes, "This song is so creepy and weird."
Yeah, like okay, so you see Santa making out with your mom, and then it's supposed to be fine for the dad not to find out because it's Santa and he's just allowed to go making out with people's wives. And then I guess I never closely read the lyrics. Like these guys are all lyric scholars of Santa Claus songs, apparently. And apparently the song is about it turns out the plot twist is that Santa is the dad. So really, it's good. The kid could have been traumatized because it could have gone a lot farther than just kissing.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing he was spying and not things didn't go south.
I saw never mind.
And it would have been fully ordained by the Lord within the bounds of marriage. Is there any like, because you know your sexual freedom within marriage is pretty free. Are there any costumes you shouldn't wear? Is it a sin if there's a certain costume that you wear?
I mean, Satan maybe.
Why?
Devil costume? You think maybe no?
It depends what the context is, probably.
What would it go? Let's move on. Tune into the subscriber portion for more.
So many ideas are coming.
We're going to go over to the subscriber lounge shortly, and you can hear more.
Yeah, we can dig into that. Oh man, that hurts.
I think it's your turn.
Is it? Oh yeah, I don't mind this one as much either. I kind of like it. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Just stupid.
It's just dumb, but I kind of like the little cute country type songs.
I wonder if Weird Al had written it, if I would have been all over it.
Probably would have, yeah.
But Al says it just cheesy.
Yeah.
All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth. Another one like in that vein.
It's fine. I love the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas album because we grew up. That was like a tradition. We'd open up the Christmas box of all the ornaments, and right on the top would always be the Alvin and Chipmunks tape, and we'd pop it in, and that would be our decorating music. So I was always.
I don't mind them.
Okay, this next one. We could be labeled racist, but we're gonna take a bold step forward, and both come out. The saying that Feliz Navidad is a crap song.
It's caca.
It is caca. No cuero.
No bueno.
No bueno. I can't remember the
No quiero Feliz Navidad. No
because
quiero.
isn't yo quiero like something?
Yo quiero is I want. So no quiero.
No quiero.
No quiero Feliz Navidad.
Our Chihuahua would not want that. That's an old Taco Bell
No quiero
reference.
Feliz Navidad. That little. I was imitating the Chihuahua.
I saw that on the Lifetime channel. They have a movie starring Mario Lopez, and it's called Feliz Navidad. And he's like a dad who's like hot and on the market.
And you know when they pitched that idea in Hollywood, they were like, "Get this." They write it on the board, Feliz Navi, Dad.
Dad.
And they underlined it. They were really proud of themselves.
Yeah. I think the whole word is italicized and then dad is on. I don't know.
Something like that.
It's very clever. But yeah, so let's just like, I don't know what they're saying.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas, yeah. Well, because then they explain it later. They're like, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're going to write a song in Spanish, just commit.
Own it.
Just commit.
But also just it sounds like so nasally. Like it sounds like they're just like holding.
It's very, just very repetitive to me.
Super repetitive. Is there other parts besides Feliz Navidad? Is they add any lyrics later on? Did Chris Tallman do his take on it?
Feliz. Feliz Navidad.
You're a good Navidad.
In mi soul. In mi corazón.
It's Jose Feliciano. Okay, so yeah, this is if you look at the lyrics.
We're Googling it.
No, look at it. Look at those lyrics. It's just wall of repeated.
Oh, man. So
you need that?
Okay.
You can't remember that? Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. So that's like almost a little song. And then the next part is, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Pathetic.
We love Mexicans, though.
Yeah, we love you guys, Mexicans.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Did you have this one on here?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it because there's something about...
you didn't like the...
Because I think that the people who sold this song the best is Weezer on their Christmas album. It has like a good kind of like, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And there's like the guitars like... But then there's like the Bring Me My Figgy Pudding. It's the stupidest lyric ever. And what is figgy pudding and why are you being so demanding about it? And I hate it. I can't get into that part. And so for me, it's on the list.
I'm Googling.
I just feel like a jerk whenever, to sing that.
Dried figs, orange peel, cinnamon, eggs, baking powder. Sounds disgusting.
Bring me my caviar. Like, imagine that like a lyric.
Bring me my caviar. Bring me my caviar.
You were sitting in the back seat. This is like why do we want to take the position of a demanding jerk? Is a song, a Christmas song. Like, let's just imagine ourselves as some stuck-up billionaire. Obvious one, 12 Days of Christmas. Does anybody like this song?
I doubt it. I had heard that this was...
A lot of people pretend they like it, but I think it's pretty...
I had heard people say, it's preaching the gospel. Like the partridge in the pear tree is Jesus on the cross. But then I heard later that was just completely made up. Someone just wrote that into the
three turtle doves are the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Let's figure it out. The theology of the 12 Days of Christmas.
Theology.
Okay, so on the first day of Christmas,
I heard that this wasn't
partridge
true.
in a pear tree. Second day, true love gave me 2 turtle doves. I was wrong. It's not 3 turtle doves. It's 3 French hens. So the 2 turtle doves are Mary and Joseph.
So
and verse 3, the 3 French hens are obviously the Trinity. The fourth one is 4 calling birds, which is the wise men. But there's a fourth one they added on. They didn't make it in. And the fifth, 5 golden rings. That's obviously something out of Revelation because there's rings. They got rings in Revelation, I think.
Snopes refuted
or at least Lord of the Rings.
According to the internet, Snopes has refuted this.
Okay, but we can figure it out. 6 geese a laying.
Are you just making these up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were reading some.
I was like, you're not laughing at any of this.
I'm like, what is Ethan talking about? Okay,
6 geese a laying is obviously Easter. They're making eggs, which are Easter eggs, which point back to Jesus.
I was thinking the 666. That's the number in the piece.
Oh, okay. 7 swans a swimming.
7 churches of the Book of Revelation.
Obviously, and then 8 maids a milking.
There's 7 churches. I'm not
7 is the magic number of Jesus or something. I haven't.
It's the magic number. Everyone, before I ascend into heaven, I'm going to give you the magic number. This ministry brought to you by the number 7.
777. 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 maids a milking. So that's in support of polygamy. Probably it's Mormonism or something. I don't know. I'm not a theologian. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me Nine Ladies Dancing. This is starting to sound like Joe Biden's Christmas Carol. Nine Ladies Dancing.
10 Lords a Leaping.
So this is like human trafficking. I never realized that this song involved buying human beings that were milking and dancing for you. Are you just hiring them or do you own them? I don't know. Who knows? It's a mystery. So the ninth day of Christmas, 9 ladies dancing. What do those represent biblically?
The what? Oh, I have no idea.
Where's dancing 10? In the Bible? Dancing.
10 is the beast in Revelation with 10 heads.
Skip 9.
Oh, what's 9?
9 ladies dancing.
The 9 members of the fellowship.
Is that in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. It's Bible adjacent.
Yeah, it's adjacent. And the 10th was what? Revelations?
Yeah, the 10-headed beast, right?
And then 11 pipers piping. So that's John Piper, obviously. Yeah.
We're on
and
the
his
same
whole
page
family.
there.
He's got a son, MacArthur, McGoothan. What's his name? It's a weird name, like McGeeter or something. McGeeter. McGeezy Piper or something like that. What's his name? Barnabas. That's close.
I didn't know what you were talking about. John Piper's son.
He sounds like a Labyrinth character. Like I was trying to think, like, what did they name his kid? Oh yeah, Barnabas.
Poor Barnabas Piper.
Sorry, yeah, it's not his fault. He got named it.
12 tribes of Israel, 12 disciples.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. 12 disciples.
Easy.
Boom. Now it's a Christmas. But it's still a crappy song, even though it's totally biblical. We still hate it.
All right, our final one. Every Hanson Christmas album.
Every single one.
Yeah. Because my wife listens to all of them.
Oh.
Over and over. They're actually not bad, but...
Is there any Christmas albums quickly that you want to recommend? Or we could talk about that in the subscribe portion.
I just want to check and make sure that nobody's tattling on me to my wife. Because I know there's people who listen to the podcast didn't know my wife.
To her.
Hey, Kyle dissed on Hanson.
Oh, there's Christmas songs we like on here. Bonus. Are we going to do that?
Yeah. Or do you want to do it in the subscriber portion?
Okay. I'm more of an albums than songs, but yeah.
Christmas songs we like. Oh, Holy Night.
Well, yeah, that's definitely good. I have actually some old covers that I did recorded of Oh Holy Night, O Come Emmanuel, and I have O Come All Ye Faithful. I could link them or something if anybody wants to hear me sing those.
If you guys want to check out Ethan's SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Oh, Holy Night.
They might be on my SoundCloud, yeah. I can find them.
I mean, who doesn't love... Yeah.
Well, my dad's a trained opera singer, and he loves that song. So in his tiny church, and he used to sing to like auditoriums of people without mics. So like, would get that part, and he would like go up 3 octaves. And you could see people like flinch, like a gun had gone off.
Like all you just did, and then probably a bunch of people just ran off the road.
Yeah.
They listened to our podcast.
Sorry, anybody. That was tame.
I'm listening to all these true crime podcasts you're recommending me, and they keep like playing sirens.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm driving. I'm like,
that screws you up. Yeah.
Oh come, Emmanuel.
Mm-hmm. So good.
So good. I actually
I don't know what Rob Halford is.
I'm a huge fan of heavy metal Christmas.
Okay.
Rob Halford has of Judas Priest has an album called Winter Songs. That's just He's got a version of We Three Kings that's really good. And I think he's got a version of O Come Emmanuel. It's really good. Ronnie James Dio recorded a version of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, which is these super down-tuned heavy guitars. God rest ye merry. And it's like, yeah, love it.
I kind of like the Bad Religion Christmas album, actually.
Oh,
It's pretty good. Though I think I hate their God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen version.
Yeah.
I like Blind Boys of Alabama put out at least one of the. I think they put out multiple, but they had one. I hear the name of that album. But, I think it's great. It's one of my favorite Christmas albums. Blind Boys. There's also a band called the Klezmonauts who do like super Jewish sounding klezmer music. Like it sounds like the music in like the Star Wars cantina, but it's like Christmas songs. It's pretty funny.
MXPX used to put out like a Christmas song every year. I don't know if they're still doing it. It's always good. It's like punk rock with the jingle bell in the back.
Perry Grip just put out a Christmas album.
Ooh.
Christmas Pizza, I think it's called. Look at that up. It's probably on Spotify now. And plus, he already has a gazillion Christmas songs already. Maybe they're on there. I don't know.
Handel's Messiah. I don't know if I ever listened to them.
I've always liked O Come All Ye Faithful. I love that song.
Oh.
But all those old ones. Though, I don't know. Silent Night's all right. Well, yeah.
But we can make
It's very nursery rhymey feeling.
Could we make it? Yeah, I don't like that. Away in a Manger, Silent Night, not a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
And like Jesus making no crying sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is that?
Yeah, why'd you add that?
Yeah, come on. We need to make a year and declare anything before this is okay. That's Christmas music.
Yeah.
Anything after this is no good.
That's basically it.
Yeah. 1901.
It's Go Tell It on the Mountain is the name of the Blind Boys of Alabama
Well, there you go.
album. Yeah, and they have all these duets on there. They got like Tom Waits on there and Solomon Burke, and it's great.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll talk more about Christmas in these coming weeks here.
Indeed.
Speaking of Christmas, let's do some hate mail.
Let's do it.
Really miss Adam Ford.
Every week we read hate mail on the Babylon Bee podcast because we get a lot of angry comments, emails, reviews. Every medium you can think of, we get angry messages.
Yeah.
These are iTunes reviews.
iTunes, which we really appreciate the nice iTunes reviews.
If you want to give us a good iTunes review,
It helps a lot. Thank you.
do that.
And YouTube comments are good.
All right, this is actually about Patrick, who laughs in the background, although they think it's Dan. Because Dan was our producer, or is our producer,
They
and
didn't
then we
catch
brought
on.
Patrick in,
We
but we
brought
didn't
Patrick
mention
in.
that we brought Patrick in, and all of a sudden this guy's
So in
like
their
laughing.
mind, Dan just became a whole
So I actually sympathize with this hate mail.
Yeah.
Because they just assumed Dan all of a sudden,
family hilarious.
normally mild
I
mannered
mean, you
Dan.
too, but in his email or his review, he thinks only I'm funny.
Oh, man. Okay. But maybe that means he thinks my lines are worth laughing at, and he doesn't understand why he's laughing at
He's like,
yours.
why is he laughing at yours?
Okay, here we go. This is by Every Nickname is Taken. And it says, take away Dan's drugs. 2 stars. It's like the Riddler has released laughing gas, and Dan is laughing himself to death. He's laughing at every word from Ethan's mouth. You've ruined the podcast. I like Riddler's plot to kill everyone with laughing.
It does sound
gas.
like that because he said at the end, "You've ruined the podcast. Now I will ruin you." Okay, then we got this other one from.
And for the record, Dan did not laugh at that.
Yeah,
He's just nodding stoically.
yeah. Dan's very stoic. That's what this guy doesn't get. Okay, so Lipson, something like that.
Oh, we need to get his other hate. This guy sent us 2. He sent one to Audio Mullet also,
So me and Kyle do a different podcast called Audio Mullet with Doug TeNapel.
which does not, the Babylon Bee does not endorse.
Does not endorse at all. We don't endorse ourselves in it. We sit there and go, "Why, Doug? Why are you saying this?"
Exactly.
So the title of this one is Stung, and then 1 star. So I think they stung us.
I guess.
Stung, dude. A bunch of sweaty mayonnaise jars whining about how no one likes them.
Have we ever said like, oh, no one likes this? I guess that's what hate mail
That's
is.
what hate mail is. But are we whining?
But we're laughing
enjoying
at
it.
We're being self-deprecating.
And then this person, same screen name, went over to the Audio Mullet podcast and made a slight alteration. Sweaty old jars of mayonnaise using the Bible. Oh, no. The headline is sour mayonnaise. Not stung, because there's no Babylon Bee joke. Sweaty old jars of mayonnaise using the Bible to make excuses for the deep-rooted bigotry. But we're mayonnaise. So, I guess because we're white, I guess that's why we're mayonnaise. Like if he criticizes different people of different races, does he come up with a jar of stuff that looks like their skin color or something? Or I don't get his style.
Sweaty old jars of
Like it's sweaty jar of mayonnaise, it means it's been sitting out. It's not been in the fridge. It's sweaty.
Just picturing like being at a barbecue or something. They're like, hey, you want some mayonnaise? We
It's
got
been
this.
sitting on the picnic table in the
And
sun.
it's just like, and you're just like, oh. Not good.
Yes, yeah. All right. Well,
Jars of mayonnaise. I can't stop picturing like 3 guys on a podcast, 2 like just giant tubs of mayonnaise talking to each other.
but I actually do. Because I like creative reviews. So I want to give Lipson, the person that gave these reviews, 3 to 4 star review of their reviews, because I like the creativity of sweaty jars of mayonnaise rather than these are ignorant white men.
Yeah. I like sweaty. I'll take that mantle. Sweaty old jar of mayonnaise.
Descriptive.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Babylon Bee podcast. We're going to go into our subscriber portion now. We're actually going to go over to our brand new subscriber lounge.
set. Yeah, the lounge.
But you're not welcome unless you give us money.
We got video. We got more hate mail. A little more talk.
This hate mail is
Headlines.
insane, too.
Yeah, we have the most flower-bedded hate
Most
mail
curse words
in
ever
history.
said to us in one paragraph.
So get ready for that.
And we read subscriber headlines and we tell cool stories. Let's go hang out in the lounge, Ethan.
Do it. See the rest of you punks later.
See you guys.
The rest of this podcast is in our super exclusive premium subscriber lounge. If you're not a Babylon Bee subscriber, go to babylonbee.com/plans for full-length ad-free podcasts, access to our headline forum, 20% off the items in the Babylon Bee store, a gift, and more. Please drop us a review on iTunes and share the podcast with a friend. Feedback and love mail go to podcast@babylonbee.com. Follow Ethan at AxeCop and Kyle at _Kyle_man on Twitter. Kyle and Ethan would like to thank Seth Dillon for paying the bills, Adam Ford for creating their job, the other writers for tirelessly pitching headlines, the subscribers, and you, the listener. Until next time, this is Dave D'Andrea, the voice of the Babylon Bee, reminding you to go forth and punch Satan repeatedly in the ribs.